right? But he was willing to give it up. Okay, so let me rephrase. Be willing, be willing to give up the promise that God gave up. Be having the will to give it up, although God gave you something he promised you. Now you're in a position where you are willing. So I'd like to hear from this side why you guys chose that scenario versus the other. Anybody? Can I give you the mic just so that we hear you were streaming?
I chose this scenario because my relationship with God is settled. And if he gives me something and wants to take it back, I know he has something better for me.
All right, great answer. Great answer.
I mean, mine was on the line of hers too. Like any one of them, I wanted to be in C, to be honest. But in the scenario why I chose this one versus that one, it was too many ups and downs for Joseph. It was just so much. It was like he hit that and then he dropped right back. And it's like you never stayed up there for so long. It was like, do I want to keep going on that roller coaster? We're like, our lives is already a roller coaster. We shouldn't have already. We hit the top and then we drop back down. Like, do I want to be doing that again? Versus this one where I already through not having it for so long, and he blessed me with it. So exactly. So if he was willing to give me it in the first, and he wanted to take it back, almost like dedicating your son back to the church, right? You didn't have him. What could I say? He wouldn't give me another one. So that was my thing. It was like, gave me with another one. So I think that was my kind of viewpoint on it. I just don't want to have to go back to his life was a roller coaster, and even after he came back, I was trying to put him back on that roller coaster. So,
a big part of my answer was what she said about you already know what it's like to not have it and stuff like that. So I almost switched. Specific reason. One of the things that stuck out to me about each side, the whole thing, you wait for this promised thing and then you get it and then you have to get rid of it. And it was like, I almost switched because Abraham didn't like lose his son. His son didn't like kill him. So killing the answered prompt. So I was like, I might want to switch. But then I also realized that with Joseph, he wasn't betrayed by his family. He was betrayed in some way by like everybody that was in the story. So it started with his brothers. And then when he went to Potiphar's house, there was that whole thing when Potiphar knew his wife was, she was sus. So he didn't, but he's like, I can't, because of the image, I can't take, I know you lying, but so exactly, you're Hebrew and you're a slave, and this is my wife and I'm up here. So he had to do that. So then he threw him in, Joseph met the two guys, the servants, and one of them died. Right, exactly. He's like, hey, tell him I'm down here because it's been a while, and he fought him, so he's there for a long, and right. Then so he's everybody he interacts with. He has couple interactions, build these good relationships, and like they forget him. They take other people's sides, all that type of stuff. So the reason I switch is because I don't think I would still be a nice person after I went through all of that. I don't think I would. I think I'd be a little more reluctant to like keep reaching out and making these connects like that. And then after all of that, now my brothers who sold me to distant relatives, right? Exactly, my own family. Now you hungry enough that you're that when I was in jail, when I was in that hole in the ground, it sucks to suck, but. So just kind of projecting a little bit, trying to put myself in their shoes. Joseph was obviously a better man than me because I would be upset at some people,
And that's why it's so important to look to these examples in the Bible, because they really, they kind of like create a, we might not be in a position where we're asked to give up a child, or maybe sometimes like that, you work so hard, you've tried so hard, you have this baby, and now 6 months in the ICU, you don't know if the baby's gonna make it or not. God, why would you give me this child after we've tried for so long and now we're waiting? This child is gonna live or die. And sometimes we feel like we're the only ones going through situations like that, but when we look in the Bible, we see like, actually, no, we're not. These are things that have been happening since Bill. And to this side, why you guys chose Joseph over. Anybody want to go first? Yeah, because Joseph's story, I don't know. It's just like, I think I kind of agree a little bit. If you guys could sway me to come on this, being tested one time versus being tested over like the course of years. True.
So I chose this side. Okay. I chose because being betrayed by several loved ones, it kind of sets you up. It kind of set Joseph up for gonna go through, after he was to captivity. So it was almost like it made him stronger. It made him able to endure, and being betrayed by the and the baker. Him a little bit more apprehensive towards what he was going to face when he went in. You don't know those people. Your family betrayed you. So it's just like, what could be worse? I'm being so honest. Like, what could be worse than your family betraying you and an enemy betraying you? It's almost like, what's next? You don't know me well and you want to betray me? Goodbye. I'm going to stick it out as long. At the end of the day, did nothing wrong. Eventually, he was. He knew he did nothing wrong. You could say Abraham knew he did nothing well. However, I'm giving up my baby. I'm sorry. I'm not, you want me to? And then the Bible says, "Thou shalt not kill." To put my baby on. Oh no, but I don't. So my thing with Abraham, right? God could have the same way he did with Job, the same way with Eve decided she was going to sin. He could Adam and Eve. Sidebar, I want to know what Eve looked like. Eve must be bad, okay? Have been gorgeous. For them to have fallen, Eve on purpose. Eve had to be bad. You know who else had to be real bad? Two other people, Bathsheba and Esther.